Hello, it's day 154, and I want to talk about exercise punishment. This is kind of a part 2 to yesterday's video, because when I was a kid, not only did I receive food rewards, I also received exercise punishments. For example, I have really distinct memories as a kid of my Little League softball team losing a game and being forced to run around the field 4 or 5 times by our coach. Or in high school, when a girl was insubordinate or not doing what she was supposed to, the coach would make all the girls do push-ups or again run around the track as a form of peer pressure so that we would come down on that bad girl and make her do what she was supposed to do. It was no wonder we hated exercise after getting out of high school. Exercise was something to be avoided. They were rewarding us with M&Ms in math class and then punishing us with laps in gym class. What were we supposed to think? And even worse, I feel like collectively society has accepted that exercise is a punishment and something to be avoided, or something to be done, kind of like you take a pill in the morning, you have to, so you have to exercise. I know a lot of people who are still on calorie counting diets who will go over their calories for the day and then look at me and say, "Damn, now I gotta go to the gym after work because I overate." Not to mention when I was in college, I used to frequent message boards that were run by people who were pro-anorexia. And this disordered thinking was coveted. Anorexia was something that was cherished by these people. And while I never got to the point where I myself felt that way, I was fascinated by the way that they were trying to flip the script. Food was now the punishment, and exercise was the reward. But even that is the wrong way to think about it, you guys. So what is the right way to think about it? In my opinion, this again links back to intuitive eating. Intuitive eating tells us that no food is bad, no food is forbidden, and therefore no food has to be made up for. So by that account, exercise is something that you do for yourself. You don't plan your exercise around punishing for what you eat or making up for what you ate that day. You plan it around how you feel that day. Some days you feel like getting your heart rate above 160. Some days you feel like a casual stroll through the woods, and both of those days are fine and valid. I'm lucky that I never truly internalized the idea of exercise as punishment, and I have my dad to thank for that. My dad was very athletic before he got sick, and he used to take me through the woods on hikes, and I would talk his ear off about video games and movies without ever even thinking about the fact that we were walking at 4.5 miles down a forest trail. It never occurred to me. It never felt like punishment. It never even really felt like exercise. Nowadays, I think of exercise as a way of leaving a dark room. I get really bad anxiety and really bad, episodes of sadness, and exercise is the only thing that has ever really touched those feelings. In other words, it makes my brain squirt out the good chemicals. And I do think of it as leaving a dark room. You can exist for a really long time in a dark, windowless room, okay? You can live there for weeks, you can live there for months, but someday you want to leave. Someday you're trying to get out of it. And for me, getting away from my anxiety and my bad feelings, the only way I can do it is exercise. So my advice for anyone out there who is trying to get fit and healthy, not trying to lose weight, okay, but trying to actually get healthy, for those people, I would suggest that you try exercise first. Try to get the exercise part under control and figured out before you try to tackle that eating portion, alright? Because they really shouldn't be intrinsically linked. And so many people try to pile on everything at once. They try to fix their eating. They try to cut it down to just salads and 1 crouton a day. And also, we're going to run a half marathon every week. It's too much. It's too much, and you're not going to find any success in doing that. Food is not good or bad. Exercise is not good or bad. But we need both in our lives to be truly healthy.